Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're going to talk about transitioning. I'm going to lead a bit of a guided meditation on how we might transition from one place to the next. And I'll probably use the example of work to home life, which many of us are working from home and many of us don't have a job at the moment. But I hope that you can use this transition from one thing in your life to the next. I'm focusing in on the home life and the work life because there are a lot of people working from home right now, and that transition's even harder than maybe the one going from work. So, if you were at a place. So, if you're in a good place, please take a moment, relax, sit down. We're just going to settle in. So, close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Let your seat get heavy as you start to fall into whatever you're sitting on. And if you feel more comfortable laying down, please go ahead. And take some deep breaths in. And just hold them for a second and then begin to release them slowly. Now, if you're joining us and you are at the end of your workday right now, imagine the things today that you didn't get to, that you didn't finish. It might have been a phone call you wish you had completed, or maybe that last project you wish you'd done a few extra things on, or a couple emails you didn't get to. Think about those pieces that are still sitting there with you that you would like to find a way to complete. Now just take one of them. As you're completing your workday, you've decided that you're done with this. You're letting it go. I want you to try and breathe in, a deep breath again. And as you let go of that breath, imagine releasing yourself from that pressure, from needing to complete this. Releasing yourself from having to complete it at this moment. It might take several breaths, so please go ahead, take a few. As you start to think about releasing each of these different things that are coming up for you. As you begin to release these pieces, what we're trying to do here is letting you transition from one space to the next. If you are working from home right now, that means you might be in the same space. That might mean you need to go somewhere else. But for now, where we are, we're going to work with this. So take a few more deep breaths, practicing thinking about that thing that you feel still in your mind. Maybe that phone call. Knowing that today your workday is over. We're going to release it. There's nothing more we can do with it at this moment. And we'll pick it up next time at work. Now, the next big step about transition is not just letting go of the day you were just at, but also preparing for the day you're about to enter. It might be a night, it might be a morning, whenever your work time works. As you start to prepare, still taking nice breaths, just following my voice for a moment, we're going to think about what the scenarios look like where you're going. Like we're anticipating some of you might already be home. And if so, we're imagining, what is it like to be at home right now? What are you about to walk into? Do you have a partner, a friend, roommates? Maybe you're alone. But what in this space might still bring up other thoughts and feelings that you're not prepared for yet? Let's imagine what you're walking into. The space you're going to be around. Maybe the people who are going to come home. How might they be? What should we prepare more for ourselves? Is there more we need to do before we interact with them? Maybe we need to find another way to relax more. Maybe some more breathing. This is a great opportunity right now as we continue to breathe and try to relax for us to figure out what else do we need before we enter into that home life. What do we need before we jump into our next step? Take a few more deep breaths, and as you do, start thinking about what you might want. When I work with clients, I sometimes encourage people to make their own transitional pattern from work to home. And in this case, many people are working from home, from their work life to their home life, thinking that might be going for a walk. That might be going in your own room for a bit and breathing. It might be reading. It might be making the same phone call every day or writing down some thoughts. But for everyone, it's good to take that moment. Slow your life down. Transition to what you're about to go into. I hope this helps some and gives some idea of possibly what we can do to move that process and change between the two different things that are big in our life right now. And if you're not working right now, I hope this helps in other ways, possibly from one conversation to the next, or engaging with family or news, or how are you transitioning between these things. All these things require us to transition, and transition can be a really hard thing. So I hope this helps some, and come back again, and we'll have more videos coming up soon. So thank you again, and be well.